little bit about what specific deficiencies might look like. And so the first thing we're going to talk about is tight hamstrings and what those look like. There's a lot of reasons why your hamstrings might be tight. They can also be called stiff, but basically they just don't move as well or as much as maybe we want to. That can lead to a lot of different presentations and different movement patterns and what that might feel like. And so we're going to kind of explore some of those.
Your hamstrings is what's going to allow your hips to move back and shift back. Here you'll see that his weight pushes more onto the front of his foot. And if he's squatting fast, he'll probably roll up onto his toes as he goes. So go ahead and rack that. Yep, leg completely straight, hands wherever they can go. Yep. And then try and push that hip back as you rock your toes back. We're doing here, a lot of times you'll see a combination, you'll see a relationship between your hamstrings and your calves. So what we want to do is start allowing them to work independently, right? We can mobilize our calf while encouraging our hamstring to lengthen here and shift back and create a little bit of space. That way, his calves don't feel like they have to do as much work at the bottom of a squat. So now we're gonna do single leg curls. If you need some help and it's not possible for you to leg curl with this leg off the ground, you can have that leg help. But what we're working on is his hamstring working on flexion. So we mobilized and now we're strengthening and we're trying to keep our calves out of it while pulling our toes back into dorsiflexion. So he's gonna do 5 per side and then we're gonna go ahead and squat again and we're gonna see what that might look like different wise. Also what he might feel that could be different. So now what we're looking for is a little bit more glide backwards and him able to kind of keep his weight more in his heels. So the change is maybe subtle from what I see, but what I see is his hips are able to shift back a lot earlier and are able to stay back. And then we're not seeing as much stress on the front of his foot as what we were seeing before. What do you feel, Micah, different in your first squat to this one?
Definitely more weight in my heels.
Yeah?
And yeah, like the hips shooting back faster.
Yeah, we love that. That's what we were looking for. So that is how tight hamstrings can affect a more complex movement, where now we have to use all these other muscles to kind of get around the fact that our hamstrings will not allow our hips to glide back as far as they can because of how tight they are.